Welcome, everybody. Today, we're diving into a principle that can revolutionize your coding practices, the Boy Scout rule. Just as scouts are taught to leave a campsite cleaner than they found it, we'll explore how this concept applies to our code. Get ready to discover how you can consistently improve your code base, one small change at a time. Why should you care about the Boy Scout rule? Imagine a code base that gets better with each commit rather than slowly degrading. By consistently making small improvements, we prevent code rot, enhance maintainability, and chip away at technical debt. It's like compound interest for your code quality. Small, regular investments lead to significant long-term gains. Now let's get practical. Implementing the Boy Scout rule doesn't mean rewriting entire modules every time you touch the code. It's about making small, meaningful improvements. This could be refactoring a complex method, adding clarifying comments, or updating an outdated practice. Remember, every little improvement counts. As you work, ask yourself, how can I leave this code a little bit better than I found it? Certainly, we'll provide an example with TypeScript code samples to illustrate the Boy Scout rule in action. Let's examine this example. In the before version, we have a function that calculates the total price of items. While it works, there's room for improvement. The function takes an array of any type, which isn't type safe. It uses a traditional for loop to iterate through the items, accumulating the total price by multiplying each item's price with its quantity. This code is functional, but could be enhanced in terms of type safety, readability, and modern JavaScript practices. By applying the Boy Scout rule, we can leave this code better than we found it, making small improvements that will benefit future developers working with this codebase. Now you can pause video here and try to make improvements by yourself. Welcome back. Now, let's examine the improvements we've made. In the after version, we've applied the Boy Scout rule to enhance our code. We've added a TypeScript interface item to define the structure of our items, improving type safety. The function now explicitly accepts an array of item objects, making it more robust and self-documenting. We've replaced the traditional for loop with the more modern and concise reduces method, improving readability and reducing the chance of off-by-one errors. The function is now more declarative, clearly expressing its intent without getting bogged down in implementation details. These small refactorings bring several benefits. Improved type safety, catching potential errors at compile time rather than runtime. Enhanced readability, making the code easier to understand and maintain for future developers. Better performance, as the reduces method is often optimized by JavaScript engines. Alignment with modern JavaScript practices, keeping our code base up to date. Remember, these improvements didn't require a complete rewrite. By applying the Boy Scout rule, we've made meaningful enhancements that will compound over time, leading to a cleaner, more maintainable code base. Of course, implementing the Boy Scout rule isn't without its challenges. Time constraints, getting team buy-in, and balancing improvements with new features can all be hurdles. But remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Start small, communicate the benefits to your team, and gradually make it a part of your development culture. The long-term benefits far outweigh the short-term costs. To wrap up, the Boy Scout rule is a powerful tool for maintaining and improving code quality over time. By making small, consistent improvements, you'll create cleaner, more maintainable code bases that are a joy to work with. So, in your next coding session, challenge yourself to leave the code a little better than you found it. Your future self and your team will thank you. Happy coding!